Over the last couple of days, a lot of the best options that the Yankees could have added to their team to improve left field have signed with other teams. Andrew Benintendi, Michael Brantley. A lot of left fielders are dropping off the board fast, and the Yankees still need to address who's going to play left field next year. Because Giancarlo Stanton has great potential when he's at the plate, but he cannot field and he hasn't been healthy. Aaron Hicks, best case, is a slightly below average left fielder, and that's being pretty generous to him because he's only getting older. He also has injury issues. I mean, there's an issue there. There's not a clear left fielder on the Yankees. So, who could realistically be the Yankees left fielder next season? Who could the Yankees sign or trade for who could play left field and be a big improvement and give the Yankees a better chance at winning the World Series? Well, I have three players here. One of them would be a free agent signing. The other two would have to be traded for, but players who would be improvements from Aaron Hicks and would make left field much better for the Yankees. So the first player is Michael Conforto. Conforto is really the last free agent left fielder who is better than Aaron Hicks. Now, there's some other guys who are probably about as good as Hicks. Michael Conforto is the last one who is better in my mind. He's 29 years old. He did not play in 2022 due to injuries. And this is a gamble pick here, because he hasn't played since 2021. And when he did play in 2021, he was not that good, about league average hitter. But he has been really good over his career. His career stats, he's had a 7-year career. He's at 255 with a 356 on base percentage, 468 slugging for an OPS of 824. He's a left-handed bat and an average defender in left field, but a big upgrade from Aaron Hicks there. An 824 OPS is really good, and he has shown to be even better than that sometimes. In 2020, he hit 322 and had an OPS of 927. So he can be a really good hitter from the left-handed side, but it's a gamble pick here. But it's probably not going to cost the Yankees too many years if they sign him. Because of his injury history, teams are not going to give him a long-term contract. It's just not going to happen. They don't know fully what to expect. But it could be a perfect spot for the Yankees to sign him to a 1-year deal, and if he plays as well as he can, it will be a great deal. So Michael Conforto, he's really the only free agent option I think the Yankees should consider, and he would be a pretty good player to get. Next is Max Kepler, probably the most controversial name on this list. Kepler in 2022, in 150 games, hit 227 with a 318 on base percentage, 348 slugging for an OPS of 666. That is not good. But he put up 2 WAR in 115 games, which is really good. How did he do this? He's great defense. He's the best defensive right fielder in baseball, hands down. But he's a right fielder. That's where the issues really happen in my mind. If you trade for Kepler, what's the plan? Are you going to change him into a left fielder because he's never played there in his career? Or are you going to make Aaron Judge play left field because he's also never played there? This causes some issues. So, I think Kepler could be a really good option because I think he is a lot more underrated than people think. His expected batting average was 266 because he's another left-handed bat. He hit into the shift a ton, so I think he'll benefit a lot from the shift restrictions next year and could have a breakout season. So he's 29. 30 years old, you can have a really good season. Not too old. And he has 2 more years of team control with an option after next season. He would be the slam dunk pick in my mind if he was a primary left fielder. But because he's not, I'm unsure about it, just because it would have to be a position change. you'd be changing the best defensive right fielder in baseball to a left fielder, or moving Aaron Judge to left field after you sign him to a mega contract. Weird options there, but I do think that Max Kepler is a option. And then next, the best option in my mind, the ideal pick, Ian Happ. Ian Happ was a name talked about a lot at the trade deadline because the Yankees needed a left fielder and they got Andrew Benintendi, not Happ. But Happ is still a really good player. Put up 3.5 WAR in 158 games with the Cubs. He's going to be 28 years old, and in 2022 he hit 271 with a 342 on base percentage, 440 slugging for an OPS of 781. I mean, he's a decent defender there, switch hitter. He's just really, really a good baseball player overall. He's someone who can give you a tough at bat, hit close to 20 home runs, get on base, play good defense, switch hitter. He is the ideal pick. He has one more year of team control, then a free agent. My main concern here, or my main reason why I don't think it will happen, is why not trade for him at the trade deadline? Why didn't the Yankees get Ian Happ instead of Andrew Benintendi then? Unsure about that one. He is an option. He's likely the most expensive option because it would cost a lot of prospects to trade for him. But of the three, he is the one I would want the most. I think he is the best player of those three names. But tell me what you think. Those are three realistic options for the Yankees to sign or trade for to replace Aaron Hicks in left field.